going on? It's me, Big11 Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 2 of our Zoo Overall franchise rebuild here on MLB Show, along with the Oakland A's as of now. I did try to record this before, but as soon as I was about to save it, the whole game crashed. And let me just say, we had a 98 potential shortstop that was here. We had a really good trade that was here before. Unfortunately, we lost it all because I forgot, or I was trying to get the save in, and then the game crashed. So I am very, very sad. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and get on to the offseason here to start. The Phillies defeated the Twins in the World Series. Got a couple of things. Max Scherzer goes into the Hall of Fame, so that is pretty cool. Again, no exclusive free agents, so we're just going to go ahead and fast forward to this one. We have no salary registrations. I'm going to go ahead and get all the tender contracts done, so it'll be just a second before I meet you guys back. Here in free agency, I think we're going to go ahead and try to sign Michael Kopech. Give us a decent starter. He's only, 29. Again, he's probably not going to be with us at all during the season. So I was also thinking Morel Kelly, but he's also 37. A lot of these guys are a lot older than what we want. Maybe even Mike Soroka might even be an option at 28. One of those two at least. Try to get one of those guys into the squad. Zach Gallen goes to the Mariners, which actually is a really good pickup for him. We have not signed him yet, but we also have Kopech. Just please sign. Can I add in a please? And maybe we can get him in there. Correa gets traded. Devers even gets traded too. That's even weirder. We still don't have Kopech. Is he do we have the best offer for him here? For Kopech? We do have the best offer for Kopech, so that's going to be good. So no one needs to be re-signed now, and we just have Kopech available, and he still has yet to sign. Smith goes, Helsley goes. And it looks like we did get Kopech. So Kopech is now ours, so that's going to be great. We'll go ahead and advance all the way. Dylan Cease goes to the Rangers. All the way towards the... we got a Guardians trade already here. We do get Parker Messick, who's a B potential, for Henry Guerrero, the right fielder. Who is a 71 B potential as well? I'm going to keep him because, B potential is not bad. So we're going to go ahead and keep him. We got the draft lottery. Of course, we have the, we're one of the better chances for the first overall pick. Are we going to get there? Who knows? Hopefully we do. No, we dropped down to third. So the Royals had a 2% chance of the first overall pick, and they get it. We dropped down to third. So everyone pretty much dropped down one besides the Royals and the Tigers. Tigers went up 2 to number 2. But we do have the chance for number 3. Or we are at 3. We do get the first, or our pick in the Rule 5 draft here. And I think what I'm going to do here is try to pick up a player that would, benefit us no matter what. And I think that's honestly going to be a reliever here. I know it sounds crazy, but we need pitching help, and Kyle Nelson is available. So Kyle Nelson is ours, and he's going to stay ours for a long time because, we need relievers, and that's our first reliever on the board for us. So it's not a flashy pickup, but it is a pickup that's going to help us out now. So, we'll just go ahead and designate for assignment and then release this player. Cool. All right. So there is that. That's mostly everything here. Michael King is going to the Mets. Devin Williams going to the Royals. Kyle Nelson was in free agency or in that. So we do need to go ahead and add our coaches here. Of course, I always wait till the end because, to try to not have any situation here. We can sign Matt Quatraro, who's the Royals. I guess he didn't sign with the Royals. He comes home as our first base coach. So, going now into the regular season, I will update everyone on the awards at the end of the season because I forgot to last time. Also, we can look at top prospects here. Do we have anyone? We do have Villegas at number 9. So we do have someone. We also have McDonald at 18, Dune at 26, Lopez at 28, Smoke at 38, Yang at 41. So again, we do have a couple people in the top 50 and a couple people more. Henry Guerrero's at 89, Duarte's at 84, and Met is at 96. Honestly, what I might do, I might have Villegas. I might keep him down double A. He's only 6'7". We might keep him down there for one more year, but make sure I'll see you guys at the draft. All right, draft time here in the Royals. We'll go ahead and take Garrett Hughes. We don't really have him scouted, so he kind of opted out anyway, so I wasn't really looking at him. Pick number 2 is going to be Batista. We weren't looking at him either. So now, honestly, we have a couple of players that we can take a look at. We can go third baseman. I think he might be available late, like maybe pick 37. We're going to go ahead and take Omar Gonzalez. He is the number 1 guy we have ranked. So I'm going to take Omar Gonzalez here, a starting pitcher. Again, another starter added on to this roster, which is going to be fine. So hopefully, again, that we can get Jay Kent. And if not, we'll go ahead and look at him. It looks like he was taken, which is very unfortunate. When did he get taken? Jay Kent got drafted 11 to Baltimore. So we'll have to take a look at him. See if we missed him. Anyone here? Again, he wasn't really scouted all the way for Andrew Dotson, but he is ranked 35. We have a couple people that are like ranked, but he may have good potential. Who knows? So we'll take another starting pitcher. Another one at 70 here. I'm going to take this first bait. He is injured, though. Never mind. I was going to take him until I saw that he was injured. 72. We are at 75 or 70. We are going to have another set 75. Anyone that we have fully scouted? There's 101. Maybe we can take James Rose, I guess. Here we are in the another third-round pick here at 75. Let's see here. Do we take another pitcher, or do we kind of just go with a shot in the dark? Like Chris Chavez, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be good or not. He's another starting pitcher. We'll go ahead. A lot of guys opted out, man. I don't like him, opted out or anything. I guess we'll take the catcher of Jeff Haynes. We need a catcher, so, it's going to be somewhat decent. Also take Ryan Aguilar. He's probably not going to be good, but you never know. He might be up to that big potential. If he's not, it's just a late-round pick that we can use for, just randomly. We'll also draft this catcher as well, Kellenberger. Are they going to be good? Probably not. But we do have 2 wins so far in the season. We beat Arizona in June and Washington in May. So we do actually have a couple wins, which is very, very surprising. The Yankees are interested in a trade. We would get Spencer Jones. That's a big one. Jones for Henry Guerrero. I don't want to give up Guerrero, though. That's not going to happen. Anywho, we got to sign draft picks. And a lot of people are very interested in coming here already. So we'll go ahead and sign Gonzalez. He doesn't want to sign immediately, which is unfortunate. Maybe we do get Dotson quickly. Maybe Jeff Haynes. We do get Jeff Haynes as well. So Jeff Haynes is signed. We'll go ahead and put a couple guys. This guy's 24% interested, so not great if we want to sign him as well. Try to continue sign all of our draft picks. We'll go up to 6.6 mil, and he still doesn't want to take it. He's up to 51%. He doesn't sign either. We also can't sign Kellenberg yet because we don't have 50%. Well, he accepted now. He does at 6.26. He accepts 7.85. We still have 2 more guys to grab before we can... hey, we won another one. We beat the Royals and Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray's on the Royals, which is kind of weird. No one's at 50% yet, so we'll just continue. We'll go a couple days there. 51%, he signed, so that's good, because now we're going to get 5 interest and then 3 interest there. Also, we're coming up on the trade deadline. We can try to sign Aguilar. We do not, so we're going to have to go with 1 more week, or 1 more 2 days. But let's go ahead and make our trade. I'll see you guys in just a second after we make the trade. So with the Royals here, we're gonna be giving up Kopech, but we are gonna get Luis de Avila, who is a reliever, but we need relievers anyways. So that would be a good pickup along with a closer. This is what we're really looking after. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce Ivan. We're gonna trade for Ivan, even though he's a 2-pitch mix pitcher pretty much. We're going to try to get him because, honestly, it's going to be pretty solid for us to grab him as well, especially with how we only have 1 reliever and no closers. So it's going to be the deal that we're going to take. Royals, go ahead. We accept the deal. We might honestly have to – nope, we're good. We're at 93. Honestly, let's go ahead and add him to the 40-man and bring him up to the MLB. And then same thing with Ivan. We're also going to bring him up to the MLB. And we are going to send down this person to AAA. We actually need to send someone down to single A. So this guy can go to single A. So bang. We get pitching depth. Avila's not going to be starting. That's not going to happen. And Varel's going to be our closer. So we actually have 3 lefties now in the bullpen. So that's going to be a real nice little upgrade. For us, we only have 2 starters now officially in the majors, so we are going to have to upgrade that here pretty soon. But Dune is ready to go next year. Same thing with Met and Vinny Smoke as well. They look all ready to go for next year. They're all above 70 overall. Again, we can't sign these guys just yet. We're going to have to do 1 more day. The deadline. Bregman goes to the Tigers. On to... Nope, not contracts extensions. We need to sign draft picks. 82%. He didn't sign at 82%. Wow, that's kind of funky. He signed at 76%, so we don't get the catcher, but that's fine. It's all fine. But let's go ahead and take a look at our draft picks. Honestly, this was a very, very, very good draft for us. Omar Gonzalez, 92 overall, starting pitcher, or 92 potential. Both are high 60s as well with as him and Dotson. Dotson's a 96 potential, and he was a shot in the dark. Same thing with James Rose. He was a shot in the dark, and he's a 92 potential. Granted, he's 52 overall, but he's going to be a project. Chris Chavez, we're not going to talk about. He's a 70 overall, but terrible, absolutely terrible potential. And Jeff Haynes was another guy that we just kind of took a shot in the dark. He can play catcher and third. He is 22 at 57 overall, which does kind of suck a little bit. And Ryan Aguilar, really good speed guy, but nothing else really after that. Literally nothing else after that. Everything's in the low 20s or mid 20s, besides his durability and speed. So he can play every day, but then of course we won't know about Kellenberger because he didn't sign. Let's take a look around the league. We did see a 96 Steve Snow catcher, so we did miss out on him. Bobby Reeder did not sign with the Mets, so I don't know. Rolando Ingebrigtsen, Ingebrigtsen. He's a 94 potential. That was a tongue twister there. We have 3 for at least 8 potentials for the Cardinals. Todd Zander, Mike Franks, and Steve Ornelas. 98 potential with Ray Garcia for the Rockies, so decent late-round pickup for them. Baltimore gets a 94 potential of Jay Kent, so this is the guy we were looking at earlier. 62 overall, really good pop, but he's a little bit of a project, but honestly not that big of a project, though. I was really hoping to grab him in the first round, or even in the second round, but I'll take the guys who we have now. Bart Alvarado with a 95 potential for the Tigers, but honestly think I like our draft a lot better because we have 4 90-plus overall potentials, which is very, very good because we need it, and we need them to develop. quickly. So we already made our things. I'm going to go ahead and simulate the end of the season. I'll show everyone the awards and all the stats, and I'll see you guys in just a second. So we did win 4 games. We actually did win this game against Houston 6-3. Pedro Figueroa actually got his first win there. But taking a look around the league, let's take a look at awards first because I did forget this. Yordan Alvarez won MVP again. Dylan Cease won Cy Young. I'll kind of go through this not quickly, but at least somewhat slowly. So you guys, if you guys do want to see, you can pause the video, kind of see who won Gold Gloves. Again, if you guys don't want to see this, just write a comment down below saying, hey, I don't want to see awards. You know, just do the rebuild. And I'll be like, okay, I can do that for sure. Man, Brandon, a lot of Brandons won Silver Slugger there. Seager won, of course, that one. And, of course, no surprise there, but Trout did win that. Taking a look around the roster, let's first look at pitchers. Pedro's an 80 overall. Very, very solid season from him, even though he went 1-24, just like last year, but dropped his ERA down. And less home runs, a little more earned runs, but other than that, not too shabby. Luis went up to a 77. Dune and Smoke are probably going to be playing along with Met next year, and maybe even Villegas up to 71. Nelson pitched 105 innings. De Avila had 88 innings, so they ate some innings. And then Ivan, but there's actually 27 innings with 1.63 ERA. Is actually not bad. Mosquera went up +8 to his power versus left, so decent, season from him at least, getting upgraded. And Warren Lopez, he dropped down in contact a lot versus left, but went up when his power. He's up to a 70 overall. He might be in the majors next year. Bavar went 215, saw a decent vision upgrade, decent power versus left, but other than that, nothing really too shabby there. Marshall Thorne is up to a 58, and this is what we needed from him. +14 to his contact versus left, +7 to his power versus right, and +6 to his power versus left. So honestly, a very good season at the plate from him. It's what we needed. So Marshall Thorne might be up next year. Brennan Davis up to a 70, went up +9 to his power versus left, but down 6 to his contact versus lefties. And Victor Duarte went up +10 to his contact versus left, so he went up to a 67. So not too bad there. Henry Guerrero had a decent season, 223 with 19 doubles, 1 triple, 21 home runs, 55 RBIs, stole 10 bags, had an OPS of 658. And Canario went up to a 69 as well. Guerrero went up to a 75. So, and Valdez went up to a 56. He went +9 to contact versus left, so, he's only 19, so he might have a shot at getting to that B potential. But other than that, that's nothing else to write home about. Let's get on to the offseason. Let's see who wins the World Series. We get the Twins over the Dodgers winning the World Series. A lot of people leaving us, and same thing with retiring as well. Again, no exclusive free agents. We're going to have to sign 4 people to everything. So now here we are. We do actually have some arbitration, so I'll get this here going, and I will see you guys once we find out who we're going to try to pick up in free agency. Here, we're actually going to pick up Mike Soroka. He went 3-15 last year with a 3.72 ERA. It's just a guy that we can grab for, this year. Trade him away at the deadline. Again, just like always. Again, everyone is pretty much signed as well. We'll just stimulate a couple days. All right, here we are, draft lottery again. Again, we have the chance for another first-round pick because we only won 4 games last year. But it's progress. Progress. We're progressing, to make this team better. We do get the first pick, so solid. We actually do stay where we're supposed to be and actually get the first overall pick this time. Another Rule 5 draft here. I could go another reliever because I think that's honestly the best option here. I think that's what we're going to do. We are going to go with the reliever. We're going to go Zach Thompson. 74, another reliever, another left-handed reliever, but we need relievers. So I'm happy to pick up more relievers. And it's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the offseason. And we're also going to take a look at the pitching rotation now. So we have 4 lefties in the bullpen, which is really, really nice. I'm actually going to call up Dune. Dune's going to be added to the 40-man. He has been moved to the MLB. And same thing, I'm also going to call up Villegas because he is part of the top prospects. So I'm going to add both of those guys. I'm going to call up some players or send down some players to AAA, and we'll get going there. So we should have most people there. Awesome. Hayes is in AA, which is fine. He should get most of the starts. I need to check to see if anyone's in single A. That shouldn't be. Nope, we're good. I might call up one person to AA just to fill out the roster. And we should be good. I'll take a look at lineups here just to make sure. I won't do this on camera, but I just want to make sure everyone's in their good spot. So I will see you guys at the draft. All right, 2027 draft. Here we go. I actually was at this draft the last time before MLB Show kind of rudely shut down or closed app on me. We didn't do any starters. So honestly, what we're going to do is we're going to pick best available. And it looks like it's going to be Bill Petter. He can play short and third. He doesn't have much interest of coming to the A's, but you know what? Welcome to Oakland, my good sir. Of course, we are going to get in. He was ranked 38th. We got him at number 4. Again, most of the guys were closers and relievers that were top 3, so I really didn't get this guy. I wasn't this guy. I did not scout any pitchers. All position players here. All of our scouts were made strictly for position players. Burgos apparently is ranked 8th. I'm not sure on that, but we do have a compensatory pick here. We're going to go ahead and draft our catcher of Cole Peck. We have back-to-back picks here, so bang, we get that guy. And you know what? Might as well go ahead and draft P.J. Snell. He's a closer. It's whatever at this point. Other than that, we are now at pick 75. We'll go ahead and draft this left fielder here of Zamora. Again, we mostly picked up a lot of guys that were, this guy's 105, and we're at 105. So pick him where he's projected to be at. So might as well. We can go ahead and pick up this first baseman. We don't have many first basemen at all, so bang. And we'll draft another one because shot in the dark in the 6th round. So also, if you guys don't know, we actually have 15 wins. We actually had a really good month of May for this team. We had 5 wins, and we won a series against the Royals, which is very surprising. We won 3 in the month of May. We won 5 in the month of June, which is our most wins a month. We also won a series against the Nationals and a series against the Mariners. So we were looking good for a while there. I'm just trying to make sure we find the days that we can actually sign draft picks. I'm going to try to sign the guys that are interested first. Like maybe Zamora. He does not want to sign. Okay. We have a lot of people that are low signings as well. So we're going to have to sign some guys pretty quickly if we want to get everybody. So we signed Zamora pretty fast. Hopefully we can sign Villa very fast. He has 72% interest. He doesn't sign. That's unfortunate. We're going to be pretty much on the buzzer to get these guys, at least signed-wise. Cole Peck, we're going to increase it. He's 52%. He signs. Peck or Villa still doesn't sign, even though he's up to 75%. A couple guys are 40% as well. So, we're going to be cutting it very, very close. Honestly, we should get this guy now. We still don't get Villa. Wow. Okay. 72%, and he does not want to sign. The Nationals are interested in a trade. We would get Mendoza for a closer of Ivan. No, I'm not doing that trade. Not yet. Another chance to sign. He's at 74%. Thank you, he finally signs. This guy's at 59%. 65%, he doesn't sign. All right, well, I'm upset. I am sad. Why don't you want to come to a team that's, lost 90 games in the month of, July? We're already probably out of contention for a playoff spot. We sign him. Now it's left to the 49%, 44%, and a 32%. So not great, per se. I probably should put this guy to 1, just so I can get the better interest here. And he only needs 1 more percent to be able to be signed. And we're 2 days off from the from that. So Pender, I'm just going to give a lot of money to. He signs. Bang. All right, so we're now left with these two. So 5% interest. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. We don't have anyone else to sign anyways. There's not probably a great pickup here. But now, deadline, we are going to trade away. So the Orioles decide they wanted to trade away a somewhat decent, young reliever. 61 overall, see potential. He's not really what's probably the big part of this deal. It's actually Luis Angel Acuna. They're going to trade away 78 overall. He's 25, a potential. He's going to immediately come in and start for us, probably at second base. Unfortunately, Lopez can't play another spot. Maybe we trade away Rivera next year. Who knows? Also, Gomez is now at 57, which is kind of terrible. But I totally forgot to call up Lopez this year. But anywho, we're going to take this deal. Luis Acuna is going to come over in the deal. So we'll go ahead and take that all day. And that's actually a big boost to our lineup, actually. It was not a great draft for us, though. Not at all. The top 2 picks were great with Bill Pender. Shortstop, 66 overall, 93 potential is not too bad. Again, we did not really scout any starting pitchers, and that's where most of them would come from for the high potentials wise. But and then Cole Peck is an 89, 60 overall, not bad. Another catcher to add onto the list. Again, Bill Pender can play third. Not actually a really good bat already. Decent contact. He can hit for average and get a little boost to his defense. He might play for us in a couple seasons. Again, not great for Zamora, not great of Hansen. Same thing with Villa and of Cuevas. But again, this is just kind of depth pieces at this point. Trying to take a look around the league. I don't think this draft really, just from the start, Diego Montano is a 92 potential, but I liked our guy a little bit better. And not very many 90 potentials in this draft. There is a couple here, a couple starters that, again, we really didn't look at starting pitching at all in this draft. We went all position players, because that's what our scouts are made for, is position players. 98, Johnny Ivy. 65 overall. It's going to take some time for him to get there, but other than that, I kind of liked ours a little bit better with 93, Bill Pender. Or Bill Petter. I don't know why I'm calling him Pender. There's no N. It's Petter. Anywho, I liked ours better. So, yeah. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so we actually did win at least our final game of the season. We actually beat the Royals. We actually went 49-113. They did not do well at all this year, but we had 27 and 135, so not a bad. We actually went. We went positive, or not positive, but we were adding on wins. Pedro's an 83 overall. Again, plus 3s and plus 2s all the way around. I was hoping for a better, like a plus 10 or something or whatever. But Luis is up to an 78, so not bad there. Villegas plus 4 to his hits and Ks per 9, plus 5 to his home runs per 9, so not bad. Not bad there. Dune went up to a 74. Smoke is also up to a 74. Met is up to a 73 in his first season. I totally forgot to take a look at the stats and everything for them. But 357 for Pedro. We actually had 8 wins on the season. He looks good. He's going to be our number 1. 5 ERA there. 4 ERA from Villegas. Dune had under a 5. Met did have a 4, so not too shabby from him, honestly. Plus, we have Dotson, Gonzalez, Went up to a 72s, +6 to his hits per nine. That's what he needed. +4s and +5s for Gonzalez at 18. McDonald's a 70. Not too shabby. Yang's a 68. Relievers are looking good, especially Zach Thompson's a 76. I think he went up, yeah. He went up. Same thing with Kyle Nelson. Ian went up to a 76. Jeff Haynes is up to a 61. Positives all across the board. That's what I like to see. That's what we need, honestly. Mascara did only go up to a 52. I think it was a 50 overall at the end of last year. Lopez up to a 74. He was a 72 earlier. He's now a 74. So that's going to be a really big boost for the lineup. Cunha up to a 79. Vivara is up to a 75. Again, he can play the outfield, but we already have a lot of outfielders. Marshall Thorne up to a 61. He's got a little bit of a boost. Brendan Davis up to a 72. Same thing with Victor Duarte. It's actually a pretty solid season down in the minors. James Rose, +10 to contact versus left, so a very good season from him. And Ryan Aguilar is up to a 53 at +9 to contact versus left, so really solid season from them. Henry Guerrero, 79 overall now. Actually had a very good season against right-handed pitching. He batted .239 with 24 home runs. Canario, 206. Again, he's just kind of there. And Valdez went up to a 58. Davis batted .220. Acuna batted .243. Vivara batted .213. Again, we're looking for a guy that's going to be, decent with average-wise. Anywho, let's get to the offseason. We'll get one more draft and one more free agency in. And then we'll probably end the video there. Our third base coach decided to retire after one season, so that's always fantastic. Clayton Kershaw officially retires, and he made the Hall of Fame. We didn't have any qualifying offers. Again, I will go ahead and go through this all arbitration-wise and be back in just a second. And here in free agency, I'm gonna go ahead and sign a reliever. I know we've kind of taken relievers in the Rule 5 draft here. I'm gonna try to sign TJ Antone. He's 34. It'd be a full-year deal. We have a couple guys that we can trade away if we really wanted to. I'm not gonna trade away a closer, but honestly, we might be able to trade him away. I think he's a 79 overall, so that's honestly really good. Again, we're going to have the chance at another first-round pick here. Obviously, we're probably not going to get it this year since we got it last year. But you never know. We could get back-to-back first overall picks. It's very, very rare now with this draft lottery. And we drop down to 6th. The Rockies get the first overall pick. So, yeah, we drop down to 6th, which is not the greatest. The Marlins are also interested in a trade, this time for Ivan. We get a third baseman of Jacob Berry. Now, this would be our closer. But again, we now have like 5 relievers now. We also have Bernie Willard. Don't remember drafting him, but anywho. We'll have to take a look and see if that's an actual guy that we need to keep or not. But everyone else is pretty much where they're supposed to be. I just don't remember him at all. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and keep Ivan, and we are going to go ahead and go to the draft here, the Rule 5 draft. Do we draft our first baseman? Because of Mascara taking a while to probably be ready. Don't need a second baseman. I could use a third baseman with Jalen Palmer. Or we can go ahead and pick up Ruben Santana, who's a 70 overall, with decent bat. Who would be a good option? I mean, there's not really any B potentials around, to be honest. Unless we're looking at a reliever at 68 overall. Or, I mean, that's a second baseman. I don't need a second baseman. Starting pitchers actually are somewhat okay now. I mean, we could use a reliever. Could pick up Dennis Santana. Who's got the better hits per nine? It looks like Andrew Vasquez. Or Tuki Tucson as well is available. He's 31. We're going to go ahead and pick up Tuki Tucson. Good old another reliever. Season. And let's take a look at the lineups, making sure everything is all good to go. So we have Juan Lopez at 74 overall. He's going to be starting for us. Victor Duarte, Luis Angel Acuna, Henry Guerrero, Alexander Canario, Vivara, Brendan Davis. So we only have a third and a catcher left to really replace in the lineup. The pitching rotation is going to have Pedro, Luis, Villegas, Dune. We're missing one. We need one more person. Smoke will be called up. And we will send down this person to AAA. Person's out of options, but I really don't care. They're not going to get picked up anyways. Vinny Smoke. Bang. Taking a look also at the top prospects. I forgot to upgrade this last time, but Bill Petter, we just drafted last year. He's a 6'6 overall, A potential. He is going to be number 11 already. Only at 18, so not so there. Omar Gonzalez is 17. Dotson's at 20. McDonald's at 26. Cole Peck's at 36. And anyone else left? James Rose at 55. Mackenzie Yang at 60. Anyone else? We also get Victor Duarte at 99. So we actually have our 99th prospect up in the majors. So I was actually simulating to the draft here. We actually got this deal from the Padres. Honestly, I don't know what the Padres are thinking. They want Zach Thompson, who's actually not really doing that great. 35 innings, 5 ERA with 20 earned runs. They're offering a relief pitcher that, is a C potential. He's only 19, though, so he might be something. You never know. A second baseman that's also C potential. But then they're offering Hunter Adams, who is an A potential, batting .261 already. I'm going to take this deal in an instant. So that's the one trade that we do in this season. We're going to go ahead. I mean, Tuki Tucson's doing fantastic. 205 and 118 innings. I don't know why he started 3 games. I mean, TJ Antone's done well. Kyle Nelson has not done well. I don't know who this guy is, but apparently he's done somewhat decent. I did have to sign like 3 guys here that are like 30 overall because we didn't have any pitchers left. So, I mean, they're 30 overall. They're not going to make a difference. They're not even going to be on this team half the time. So we're not going to worry about that. But just as a fair warning, because it wouldn't let me advance if I didn't have them. So sorry, not sorry, Reese's. Anyways, going to the draft, we looked at a bunch of position players and pitchers. We are picking 6. So first off, the Rockies, since they moved up in the draft order, they pick Ken Ka. What a name. He is bad. We got him fully. He was not good. We got Memphis McNally, who's the 4th overall guy on our board. We did miss out on him, but it's fine. We have now for Mark Sato. He was number 3 on our board, so again, we do miss out on 2 starting pitching, but I'm not too worried because we do have a bunch of players that are, up here that we can draft. We also lost Rutherford, who was our 5th overall on the board. So these guys did their scouting correctly besides the Rockies, who just went number 1 on the board. Then Fink Bravo won as well, but who they didn't take was David Cortez, outfielder. He's 19. He is ranked 2nd on our board. We're going to go ahead and draft him. Great starter. Good bat. He's a switch hitter. 2nd pick here. We have 2 second-round picks. We're going to actually go ahead and pick up another center fielder, Sammy Hernandez. He was ranked 27th on our board. We got him at 39. We're also going to take this right fielder of Dave France. He's, 70. We're at 71. He's technically ranked 62nd, so we'll draft him as well. We'll also go with this pitcher at 76. He's not going to be great, but I need pitching. Same thing with Roosevelt Patrick. We'll just take him. We don't necessarily need him to be good. We just kind of need him to be there, really. We'll also take right fielder Leo Gonzalez. We're just kind of going quick here. We don't necessarily need to take too much time with these guys, especially late in the draft. Also, we have won 35 games. this season. Also, we get an early signed draft picks here, which is fantastic. I'll gladly take it. A lot of these guys are already 50% already. We do get Sammy Hernandez pretty quickly. Can we get David Cortez? We also get David Cortez. And we get Dave France. So literally 3 in a row. What in the world? We do have 2 guys. Let's see if we can get Joe Bautista. We do. Can we get... Whoops. I meant just offer him a contract. We do not get Dan Falk. Our streak runs dry. Lars Nootbaar gets traded. Of course, we've already made our trade for this year. We got solid 3 players as well, so we'll gladly take that. He now signed, so now it's just those 2. We do have to simulate here. Yeah, this is a very, at least, decent year for us. We do not sign Leo Gonzalez. That's fine. We don't have him fully scouted anyways. We do sign Roosevelt Patrick, so it's now just one guy. We can let him advance a couple days here. There we go to the 28th. He's at 69%. He's up to 73. He still doesn't sign. What do you mean? He's at 75%. Signed. Thank you. We got him. No one else is needed to be signed, so we are good. We've already made the trade. We just won a 3 out of 4 against the Mariners. We're 36 and 70, dog. All right. First off, let's take a look at our draft picks, and we'll take a look at the overall here. David Cortez was not good. He was under his scouted potential. I have good scouts. I don't know how we missed that, and we missed that much. Sammy Hernandez was actually a hit. He was 93 potential. Leo Gonzalez was a 91 potential as well. Dave France was right in his wheelhouse. Same thing with Dan Falk. Roosevelt Patrick, we didn't really scout at all. And same thing with Joe Bautista, we didn't really scout at all. But he was an 82 potential. But 72 overall for Roosevelt Patrick. He's 72 potential. You know, maybe he can go up. I don't know. Same thing with David Cortez. Maybe he gets up to an 80 potential by the time he reaches the major leagues or something like that. But Sammy Cortez or Sammy Hernandez, honestly, is the better option between the 2. And he's a year younger, but 6 overall less compared to him. But you never know. Let's take a look around the league, see if anyone had a decent draft. Mets actually had a really good draft here. We got a reliever, though. You know, it's fine. Ramon Moto is a 94. Same thing with Steve Iglesias. But honestly, other than that, not many, like, blues for a lot of teams. Oh, we did miss a 99 potential. Rich Frisch. I think that's how you say it. He's a 65 overall, 99 potential. They also got a 90. What in the world was this draft for the Blue Jays? They drafted Alden Comer to start. 60 overall, 90 potential. Then they drafted a 65, 99 potential. Then a 57, 98 potential. So we miss out on Clark, Frisch, and Comer. So that's unfortunate. We also missed out on Reggie Winters, the catcher. 95 potential. Man, I mean, we got 93 and 91, but man, those 2 are big ones that we missed, was the 98 and the 99. Not great. Not a great draft by us, but hey, we will take this kind of season. We're gonna go ahead and simulate the rest of the season, and then it'll be pretty much the end of the video. See how everyone does, and kind of go from there. So I'll be back in just a second. And here we are at the end of the season. We actually led the league in whip by Pedro with only a 1 whip. That's actually really, really good. Bryce Miller was 1.01, but Pedro with a 1. He's up to an 87 overall. We just now saw that. Pedro, 87 overall. He's, +6, +3s all across the board after that, which is really exciting. He went 10-11. He's honestly been, he's 274. Villegas up to a 78, went 5-15 on the season. Dune went up to a 77, he went 9-18, so a lot better, at least wins-wise for him. 185 innings, 4.14 ERA. Omar Gonzalez was sitting in the minor leagues, but hey, he's a 77. He might start for us next year. Vinny Smoke also up to a 77, plus 2s across the board. Dotson up to a 76, good with his Ks per 9. Luis down to a 76, so he went down. Met is up to a 75. McDonald's up to a 74. Also, Met did have an 11 ERA, but he only played 17 games, so I'm not really going to worry about that. And Luis had 33 games, 6-18, his best season. And, not by ERA standards, but at least win and loss total. And Mackenzie Zhang is up to a 72, so not too bad. It looks like, we did have to sign a couple more people like Max Castillo and Chris Chavez we did draft, and Matt Snowden as well, but, we couldn't advance without him. Relievers-wise, TJ Anton with a 3.35 ERA. Tuki Toussaint was a very good player at 3.07. Kyle Nelson at 4.74. Luis Davila. And 5 games and 9 innings, he did not allow a run. Nice. And Bernie Willard, a 5.9 ERA. So I don't know why he didn't play. But, these guys we signed just to fill out the rosters. And Ivan, 22 saves. He blew 5. 3.9 ERA. We do have Cole Peck. Decent up to a 64. Same thing with Jeff Hayes. He was decent all around the year. With them, Luis Villa up to a 69, or down to a 69. Hunter Adams, I don't know why he's in single A. I thought I moved him up. And then Mosquera's up to a 54 with plus 11. Finally, he gets a plus 11 to something. I was waiting for one of those. Pretty decent rise for our first baseman. Warren Lopez in his first major league season batted .230, 12 home runs. Decent power versus left, but went down to his contact. But, went up to a 76, which isn't bad. Hansen up to a 59. Still no third baseman, but Acuna went up to a 81. He went down his potential, but Bavara's up to a 77. Bill Petter, again, up to a 70 overall. So not too shabby there. Marshall Thorne up to a 66. And Zamora apparently got added on the Major League roster. James Rose is up to a 61. Duarte batted .201 in his rookie season. And then Brendan Davis batted .209, so he has not done good with us since he got traded over. He had a decent season in his second year. He's played all games. I'm only batting .200, which is not the best, but... And Henry Guerrero up to an 82. So very, he's batted .240 with a 304 on base. So his best on base and best slugging season. Of course, that also correlates to his best OPS season as well. 28 home runs. He keeps increasing in home runs. So that is really, really good. Canario is also up to a 72. Plus 9 to his contact versus the lefties. And Valdez up to a 62 as well. He had a decent season, at least, development-wise. But other than that, let's take a look around the league, at least top prospects. We do have Bill Petter at number 7. He's, next year probably makes the league. Omar Gonzalez at 12. He's at 77. He might start for us next season, too. Anderson Dotson, same thing. 76. He might start for us. McDonald, 74. He might be in here, but maybe not. I don't know. Cole Peck's at 29. He, is a really good hitting catcher. Mackenzie Yang at 48. James Rose at 55. We have a lot of, top prospects at least here. And we have 1 in the top 10, 2 in the top 15, or 3 in the top 15, and 4 in the top 20. 5 in the top 30. So we're looking really good there, wise. Around the league with awards, Jordan, again, Dylan Cease is going off with the Rangers. My goodness. He's won 3 straight Cy Young awards. And he also made 3 straight All-Star appearances. What in the world what is happening with him in Houston, Texas? It's kind of weird that he's kind of gone off in Texas. It's just, they need to test him out or something down there. Again, I'm kind of just going through these. Mason Wynn, apparently with the Royals, went off with his Gold Glove. But if you guys do want to check out, just pause the video. If you guys don't want to see it, just go ahead and skip. So which is fine by me. That's probably going to do it for the video. Nelson Velasquez with 42 home runs. All right. That'd be nice in real life. Yeah, that's going to do it for the end of the episode, at least for this one. I'm going to save now before MLB decides to, completely stop us. Because I've already done this twice before. But yeah, that's it for episode 2. Again, if you guys do want to play it, write a comment down below for the player you want to take over and a name. And I can change it over. And we can add you into this team. It will become first come, first serve. So if you pick a player and someone's already taken it, I will not be able to change it, and so you have to pick another player. Again, most of these guys are available right now. Most of these starters are available, all the way up to like Mackenzie Yang, are available. Relievers, I'm not gonna do. We haven't drafted a reliever. We haven't anyone who we have drafted. Cole Peck, Jeff Hayes, Luis Villa, Hunter Adams. Warren Lopez are all available. Bill Patter, if you want to take over Bill Patter. Pretty much anyone that we have drafted. Henry Guerrero, at 20 years old, he's only played 3 MLB seasons. He's an 82 overall. Anyone you want to take. So, yeah, I appreciate everyone for hanging out with me tonight. Again, episode 3 will be out at some point since I'm in school and work. They're not going to be out all at the same time, so I'll try to get them out when I can. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm out. Peace.